We are glad you're tuned in to the Uganda Catholic Television. It's a Tuesday, the 16th day of September 2025. Welcome to Uctv News with me, Sunday Gloria Abwoch. Caritas Uganda has launched its child care and emergency relief program, fundraising dinner and national campaign at the Cardinal Nsubuga Leadership Training Center in Nsambya. The initiative, dubbed the Keep Every Child in School campaign, calls on Ugandans to contribute Uganda shillings 60,000 annually to support the education of 380 children and provide urgent relief, including food and shelter to vulnerable families during emergencies.
Brothers and sisters, this year we appeal and invite at least 10,000 Ugandans to each contribute Uganda shillings 60,000. That will enable us to raise 600 million. That is a very ambitious target, but it is achievable, and it's our earnest appeal that you be one of those 10,000 to make a sacrifice of 60,000 shillings to enable us achieve our target.
We are mobilizing the funds from the national office, but the expenditures really are going to be done at the lower levels in our dioceses. We are talking about the dioceses not because we are going to help only Catholics, but because these are the clear structures that we know in the Catholic Church that work. It would be very unfair for us to say we are going to administer these funds from the mosque. I mean, we don't know anything how the mosques operate, but we know very much how the Catholic Church operates, so we will use our Caritas structures down there. Similarly, with the selection of the children. For us, every year, we are going to ask for dioceses to identify the needed children using their diocesan structures. And after they have selected the children, then we will forward to them the funds and they'll implement. Already that's what we are doing with the dioceses that we are supporting.
Dear brothers and sisters, try to touch lives and make things better for all peoples, aware that life is good when we are happy, but better when others are happy because of us.
Based on what we get, we can add. But 380, we have 19 Catholic dioceses in this country, and we expect at least each diocese to give us 20 vulnerable children. And that's why we get the 380. Now, once we start with the 380, we want to continue with the 380 until they complete. However, when we realize more funding, we add on the number. That one is possible. But as long as we still continue getting this amount of money, then it means we cannot really support this number.
So allow me to say that government of Uganda is committed. I'm not representing government of Uganda today, but I will commit to work with my colleagues and will also join the campaign of contributing 60,000, all of us.
The Democratic Party President, Honorable Norbert Mao, has announced plans to seek compensation from petitioners who recently lost a case challenging the legality of the party's 12th National Delegates Conference, dismissed by the Masaka High Court. Speaking at the party's weekly press briefing, Mao said DP lawyers have been directed to pursue costs and security deposits in future suits to shield the party from what he termed playful and time-wasting litigation.
I want to comment on the court case which was determined last week. This time we are going to ask those who have been suing the party to pay costs. We have always been forgiving them, but this time we are going to auction their underwears. Because some of them are as broke can be. The only thing we may be able to auction is really their underwear. We are going to definitely demand that they pay costs. The cases are just of a nuisance value. The cases that don't exist, they have nothing to waste court's time. First, a political party is an association of those who agree. I don't know why people want to go to a political party in order to disagree. If you want to disagree, then you don't need to belong to that political party. For instance, I'm a Roman Catholic. I cannot go to be baptized in order to argue with my bishop that I don't agree with this doctrine. No, this canon law is wrong. I don't like this. I know that I must believe in the apostolic succession. So now my Pope is Leo the 14th. And it doesn't matter what I think of America, because he's an American. That is irrelevant. What I know is that he went to a seminary, he was ordained as a priest, became a bishop, became archbishop, was elevated to be a cardinal, and the fellow cardinals have elected him. That is also how I become president of DP.
The National Unity Platform Party has today entered its second day of vetting its members of parliament, with the Elections Management Committee EMC chairperson Harriet Chemutai cautioning candidates to uphold the party unity and to refrain from discrediting one another. Chemutai emphasized that all aspirants belong to the same party and must protect its integrity. Today's voting exercise has covered candidates from Kampala City, Acholi and Ankole regions.
All of you actually are the best. But then at the end of the day, you know we're only looking for one flag bearer by elective position. So it means we shall come up with the best. Why do we come up with this process? We want to send new people to parliament. That's why we have the 40%, the vetting process, to make sure that you people can articulate very well, you can legislate when you go to parliament. Then we also go to the ground. That's why we award the ground more marks than the vetting. Are you popular on the ground? The 60% will tell us.
That the challenge has always been the margin, and we want to beat these people hands down. Like we always say, you saw what happened in Kawempe. We always want to rely on the people of Uganda. Like the way the people in Kawempe North were able to protect the vote. And number two, one of the reasons why we were able to win that election in Kawempe North was because the margin was so huge that they couldn't mess up with it. So that is our hope, that in Kampala Central, just like in many other constituencies, that we'll be able to beat them hands down, so that even if they wanted to rig, they find themselves in a very, very tough situation.
They are committed to the people of Kampala, but they should also expect me to rally them and mobilize them into going to a new Uganda. But they should also expect that I'll continue using my free legal service to help them, to represent them freely in courts of law by offering pro bono services. But I also intend to keep pushing on the agenda of the people and the women, the traders on the issues of high taxation, so that we can have all that rectified. You know, it is a bit challenging because it's not easy there, but we just have to push and see that we get the laws that we really need for our people.
Kaluba Hamis, aspiring MP Makinde East Constituency, olunaku olwaleero tuze ku lunaku lwa vetting. Mbadde ntambula wamu n'ekibiina ekisanja ekiwedde saafuna kaadi naye nakkiriza n'enzira emabega wa Honorable Nyeko Derrick era ne tusavinga constituency ebbanga lino lyonna nasigala nga nkolera community, nasigala nga nkolera ekibiina ekisookerako ddala abavubuka nabakuleetingirawo emirimu gy'omu mutwe. Mbadde musomesa waje emirimu ate saakomaawo nemba kuleetingira mu mirimu egyo. Mbaddemu okuwerudinga okola amazinisa aga aluminium n'aga steel. Saakomaawo nalangirira abantu abatuuze naddala mu ghetto areas tulina nembagamba buli alina ennyumba ng'erina leakage nga njimukolera ku bwereere.
Makindye constituency kumpi ebadde teri represented ng'omubaka abantu yabeesamba nga tadda mu bantu kubeebuuzaako ku nsonga yonna nafuna birowoozo byabwe bibaluma. So ng'omubaka omulimu gwe gusooka gwandibadde kudda mu bantu n'obeebuuzaako ebibaluma biki bye bandyagadde bibe presented ku floor ya parliament.
You are watching UCTV News. Let's take a break. We'll return with more stories making headlines at the local scene.
UCTV, good news for all.
Radio Purchase, the best value-based community radio in Eastern Africa, running 24/7 with professional staff and solar energy backup of up to 500 kilowatts peak. We rock the whole of northern Uganda and the world using 7 languages on 90.9 FM and 94.5 FM in Arua on Ediofe Hill, 99.7 FM at Moyo on Adua Hill, 101.4 FM at For God in Gulu, and online at www.radiopurchase.org or download the Radio Purchase app from Google Play Store and Apple Store. Radio Purchase, peace of Christ for all.
Welcome back. You're watching the Tuesday edition of UCTV News with me, Sunday Gloria Abwoch. Kampala Central Parliamentary hopeful Abdallah Walanga Libra, contesting as an independent candidate, has urged voters to make wise choices in the forthcoming 2026 general elections, warning that poor service delivery will persist if selfish leaders are re-elected. Now, he said this while rallying supporters in Kisenyi, Owino and Nakivubo. Walangira launched his Alarm Week campaign as where residents blow whistles daily at midday as a call for political change. He cited poor sanitation, drainage, education and health services as failures by the current leadership and appealed to voters to consider his candidacy.
I want to go to Parliament to take matters which are concerning the Ugandan people, not only Kampala Central Constituency, but the whole of Uganda. These issues are going to be national. We are being misrepresented. We are not being represented to our full satisfaction. I want to go and address the issue of massive land grabbings in Kampala, the issue of the body transportation within Kampala, the issue of high rent fees in Kampala. Can you imagine people are paying rent in dollars? Can you show the people the floods? We have a lot of floods in Kampala and a lot. But because of time, those are the few remarks that I can put across. Thank you so much. I remember Walangalira Abdallah, MP Kampala Central Constituency, 2026-2031.
The National Identification and Registration Authority (NIRA) has urged Ugandans to register for national identification NIN numbers to boost coverage and access to services. Speaking at a media briefing to mark International Identity Day on September 16, Acting Executive Director Christopher Kantinti revealed that out of a target of 15.8 million citizens, 10 million have so far all already been registered, underscoring the need for mass enrollment and renewals.
The International ID Day is celebrated on the 16th of September across the world. It basically means that we commemorate it actually to make sure that everybody is aware that identity is a right. And also there are millennium goals which require us to have identity for all by the year 2030. So we strive to achieve that. And therefore we celebrate this day to make sure that we create awareness and also focus our efforts towards achieving identity for all by 2030. So today we decided to celebrate here at Nila the International Identity Day by inviting our partners in the media to come and share with them the progress of what we have done so far, where we are at, and what we plan to achieve in the next few years. So we thank you all for really making time to come and be with us today, and we pray and also ask that you carry the message so that you make everybody in Uganda aware of our efforts and what we want to achieve in making them achieve legal identity. We have renewed cards of up to 10 million citizens, and we have registered new people of up to 2.4 million. So the exercise continues, it has not stopped. It continues. Our targets were renewing cards of up to 15.8 million and registering citizens of up to 17.8 million. Now, the challenge is children have gone out of school. The biggest population that we target to register are children, and they were out of school. So we are now organizing with Ministry of Education now that school has resumed to see how we can now reach these children and register them for national level.
And lastly, in our local stories, the Uganda People's Defense Forces has commenced a 4-day logistics retreat at the College of Logistics and Engineering in Magamaga to strengthen service delivery and boost logisticians' capability in peace and wartime operations. Opening the retreat on behalf of the Chief of Joint Staff, Brigadier General Alex Olupot, Commandant of the National Defense College Uganda, underscored the need for ideological and doctrinal awareness in logistics and urged participants to maximize the forum to enhance efficiency in logistics management.
My name's Brigadier General Alex Olupot. I am the National Defense College Uganda Commandant, and I am here in the capacity of the Chief of Joint Staff, who delegated me to represent him in opening this workshop. So it is based on that I'm here. I've had an opportunity to deliver a lecture of opportunity to the workshop participants, and also I have opened the workshop, which is now beginning soon after my having officially opened it. So as you might be aware by now, the theme of this workshop is to promote ideological consciousness for purposes of enhancing the operational effectiveness of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. And so the whole essence of this retreat is to ensure that the logisticians are aware of the ideological issues and doctrinal issues relating to the way they conduct their business in support of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. To me, a retreat like this one is an opportunity for the logisticians to evaluate their performance over a period of 1 year, and when they meet here, they should be able to interact as a fraternity of logisticians and share their experiences in order to map out what might be areas of improvement if they must continue supporting the Uganda People's Defense Forces. I think every other time, in my experience, it has gone on well. The message for the logisticians on my part is, first, they have an opportunity to interact with the leaders, various leaders. So it offers an opportunity for them to listen keenly and be able to probe the leaders in order to seek further guidance, seek new ideas, and be able to understand what are the new issues that could have come from the strategic level that they need to take with them in order to continue working as logisticians to enhance their efficiency wherever they are, knowing that UPDF is deployed in many areas.
Sir, as the commandant has already said, the theme of this retreat, and it is the fourth retreat. Usually every year we come here, discuss issues which are pertinent to the logistical fraternity, and we forge the way forward. Sir, I will not introduce all our staff, but sir, all of these are logisticians who have come to listen and also discuss with us the challenges they are facing, and we are going to forge the way forward. Sir, this participant are from all corners. Someone has already talked about the background of this retreat. I will not dwell much about it, but I will talk about the objective of this retreat. The first one is enhancing ideological clarity and conscious discipline among the logisticians. Sir, we manage about 60% of defense budget, and indeed, there's no any operation or successful operation without the support of logisticians. So we feel that we should.
We will now take a look at what makes history today. And that's it with our Tuesday edition of Uctv News. Thank you so much for watching the Uganda Catholic Television. That's all time we had for you. I am Sunday Gloria Abwoch, wishing you the best of this evening.